Hello everyone and welcome back for episode 4 of Alan Wake. This was episode 4, The Truth. Before we get started though, because I've kind of been concerned about this level, even like before we even started doing the series, because you know what YouTubers like with copyright for music. And maybe it's about 2/3 or 3/4 of the way through this level, there is a section where it's sort of like a boss fight, and it is all there's a big lengthy bit of music. So just a heads up, when we get to that stage there, I will have to mute the game. What's that? Oh right, I didn't understand what you meant there by take the lead. Now I understand because the little thing's now just flagged up on the bottom there. Yep. Yeah. Putting the eggs in the eggs in early today. What was I saying there? Yeah. So when we get to that part of the level, unfortunately, I will have to mute it. I mean, in theory, when we played episode 1, we didn't get the coconut song when I played it, which I thought would have been classed as a sound effect on the level. If we're lucky, the music might be, when the devs are put together, the music might be classed as music, like the music that's playing, and it might not be a sound effect. But I've got a funny feeling that it might be classed as a sound effect. But we'll deal with it when we come to it. It's just a heads up that there'll be 5 minutes with no audio when we get to that fight, or possibly longer if we get killed. And also as well, the very end of this level, the music right at the very end as well is story critical. It's important to hear it. So I will post a link to it in the Discord after, but I have also prepped the lyrics on a text file. So when we exit the game to raid somebody, I will bring up the lyrics so that we can see them on the screen, and Chrissy can sing them. Yeah. because it would take a hell of a lot of eggs for me to sing them. I could always read them out because I mean the track that's at the very end I really really like. I actually got it on the playlist in the car because I love that song, "The Poet and the Muse." It's called, but it gives you critical pieces of the story in the world that's written in the lyrics. So yeah, I'm just going to bring up the desktop audio now so that you guys can hear the game. There's no point in me doing a recap because the game is going to do that for us. That's why I was just hovering on the screen whilst I ramble about YouTube, whining because the music, you know what it's looking like. So I'm going to mute the microphone now so that we can listen to the recap and the intro to this level there.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
That was a shorter intro than what I thought it was going to be. But welcome, Gaming Bro 215. It just said hello just as I was tapping the mute button because I don't like to talk over the cutscenes so that everyone can listen to the story. Oh,
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah, I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message, loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Let's follow the doctor.
This corridor is for patients.
After I finished exploring.
Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I
I'll
honestly
help myself
believe we
for
can get this
collectibles,
thing
even though
under
we're not
control
technically
if we
supposed to be
work
doing
together.
that.
This way, Alan.
Ooh, what's that supposed to be? Anderson. That's those two guys that we met in the cafe during the first episode. I don't know if it's this level
Now,
or
Alan,
a later
from
one
past
where
experience with you,
might have to
know
mute it
need
again
get
because
right
of the
into
coconut
heart
song.
of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head.
A nice spot, though,
You've
this,
been
isn't it?
making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be
Yeah,
explained.
this is definitely the sort of place I would love to go to on a holiday. Checkpoint reached. Check doors. Nope. It's always a mental institute when you're on holiday with me.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I
I
can't
dug my
do it
nails
by
into the
myself.
palms of my hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
What's that? Yeah, you come to the mental institute, Chrissy. And yeah, what sort of trouble has Chrissy been getting herself into? Because I just saw during that bit of dialogue there, just popped up on me watching notification that you liked my comment of if you're selling them to free to a good home, you might have to put in a few bonuses there in the background. Is he house trained though? If you're selling him to us. Barely. No. He's bad enough having to clean the poop up off the chickens.
Come along. Let's go inside. Now, here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
I don't like these sorts of things on the walls. We'd not be just satisfied with a nice painting of the deer.
Scary, scary.
Emerson.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike. Ooh,
It's
yeah.
trash.
Like he made a little fort back
But
here.
it does involve
Get him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Come, Alan, this way.
Isn't this nut house like the same place that we were in on Monday when we joined the Insane Society? See if there's anything else to explore in here just whilst we're... Patient rooms. Won't help myself, can I?
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
Oh, hang on, what's that there? Laughing over Mr. Blobby. There's a few people there. Oh, hang on, look, here's a collectible. I saw a couple of people doing the in the Mr. Blobby costumes today. I had half an hour on Fall Guys before tea. Just trying to get a little bit closer to that compass because there's only 2 days left. Yeah, if you listen to them, not just in their streams, but on Dicebreakers, in their podcasts and in their various episodes and what have you. Another collectible. She's like recently become like obsessed with Mr. Blobby. Oh, hang on, I don't want to go down here yet. That's the way out. I want to have a little rummage down here first just to see. I haven't seen the two Andersons.
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
Go down here. Ah, there's the Andersons. Hopefully we'll get to talk to them in a moment. I think, yeah, I we already had a little look. It was the poster that we examined over there, wasn't it?
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
Night Springs board
I
game.
hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods.
Thor's hammer.
After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
just wondering if that Night Springs map there is actually... Oh, cutscene.
I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny.
Yeah!
Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we'd forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We have a stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just
Like
lost
geography
his
teacher.
all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, haga.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and raw. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other rider.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
So tired. Built the farm close to the lake. A place of power.
We had parties there, man. You should go there and have a party.
That Bob Balder threw the amp through the window. Hit that hippie chick in the back of the head. 15 stitches and a concussion. Bob's dead now. Leukemia.
Stitches, snitches, and narcs.
I think the rest is just rambling. But
Bad
that was quite a lot of the secrets of the lake just revealed in that little bit of conversation there. What I was about to say there as well is I'm wondering if that picture of Night Springs is actually Bright Falls, and that's the map that we're going to take when we do that level.
I want to go home.
Ooh, something else to read on the wall. Put it up there so people can pause it later. Well, what's that? That's come up there. Deleted a message. Oh, there was a bot come through there.
Yeah, good thing he's not overreacting or anything.
It's over here.
He's the boss. I may need a hand here later on, Birch. The storm's bound to make you-know-who jumpy. You know how they get.
Gotcha. The doc's got me looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? The typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Yeah, more bots spamming it.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Thought I could hear his voice somewhere, but it wasn't in his own head.
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
No problem, Royalty. I try not to have too much fun.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Birch, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir.
I can't start it.
Afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we?
What was that?
Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't
Just
they?
straight past it.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Face the music, Birch. It's time to pay the piper.
It's like you got a real hammer there.
Maybe you could come out and beat our wrinkled adult diapered asses. Let me out of here! I'm gonna do your crazy quack
Page.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems. Always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him. And we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if If you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Because he made the tape, didn't he? That we had in one of the previous episodes. There's these people here at the at this place here are basically trying to harness the power of the lake to like for their own purposes.
Barry? Ow! About time! Barry, man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
She already had like 100 pictures in that trailer anyway.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
We've got a torch yet either, haven't we? I was waiting for like a like animation thing there, not expecting a quick time event. Escape the clinic. Oh, so we can't take the front door.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Right, let's go upstairs. I'm guessing we can activate that generator now. Yep. Slowly burn the darkness off everything. For the most part. Clear a little bit more. think everything else is just a bit too low. I'm hoping it's clear enough that we can get through the door. We don't have to restart that again. Yeah, we get through the door now. One flare. What's this button, isn't it, for flares? Can't be time for an episode of Night Springs. Okay. Hang on, more coming.
Want access to thousands of applications? Verizon Wireless has you covered. Check out the latest games. Discover new music and old favorites. Social networking, sports scores, news. It's all at your fingertips. No matter what you're into, Verizon Wireless can satisfy your never-ending appetite for apps. Check out VCast apps and load up your phone.
Any more? No. Up the page. Oh, right, that's going to smash through here, isn't it? Come on. Go back down here so we can race down there. Run. Means we're going to come back down here and smash the door open. Come on. Run.
Ow! I'm here!
Ridiculously unfit Alan Wake.
Hey, come on! We gotta get going!
Right light over there. Was that a page?
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al! Oh, God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
Just put it off about using the use too many batteries.
Oh, geez, Al! The house looks bad! Let's get out of here!
Grab all the bits and bobs.
Al, hurry up! I can hear those evil guys moving around!
A bit untidy for the hedge maze, isn't it? Page. Batteries. Want some more ammo as well.
Al, be careful! I can see them moving around! I'm coming for you!
Ooh, a quick one. I wonder if they're missing A out in that don't trust thing. That's a big one there. Oh, which we can take a bit to do the light off. Darkness on there. Right, reload quickly. I'm guessing we missed out on one collectible right at the very start of the maze. But it doesn't matter. We'll do like a collectibles tidy up day, maybe. Oh, checkpoint.
You get 2 pills in the morning, and then you'll be nice and calm all day long. You get 3 pills in the evening, and then you sleep like a baby. Like things to me. That way we don't have any trouble.
No, the one I'm talking about with the music isn't until a little bit later. It's not at the it's at the Anderson's farm. Pigeons. There we go. Press the wrong button there as well and wasted a flare. Never really configured the Elite controller for this one. I'm just using like the default Xbox controller. Little rubbish here. Nope, can't see anything. Must be looking back round to the car park now. We'll take all this before we make the checkpoint. This doesn't look like an ambush at all, does it? I was expecting more somehow. That page up ahead, maybe. Killer wheelbarrows again. There's a bit that tells you how many manuscripts you get, but I was going to say, is there a bit tells you how many? Yeah, so we've found almost half of the Thermosks in the game. I think actually there's an achievement for 50 of them, and we found basically half of the manuscript pages as well. Night Springs video games found. We found 10. See, radio shows. Listen, most of the radio shows. TV shows found 9 of 14. Got the manuscripts for this level. So we've done well to collect the ones here so far. Still a good chunk to see as we're going around. One spawns behind you every time as well, isn't there? Ah, look, there's the chest. Anything else? For a second there was something behind it. Birds around there. Can we see the house from here? No, just out of sight for here. Grab that. Anything else that we need? Just put on the floor. Grab the batteries. There's Barry.
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so,
Barry!
I'll find it! Don't worry about it!
Two on either side. 3 on the sides.
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! I'm on it!
Try and gather them. Maybe just use a flare to try and burn it off the big guys.
It's gotta be here! Just hang on, Al!
Still 2 more at least.
We gotta go! Get in the car!
Oh. Barry had one job.
Hurry up, Barry! I'm on it! I'm on it!
Get back.
It's gotta be here! Just hang on, Al!
Dodge is completely useless in this game.
Oh, hey! I found a quarter! I found it! I found it! Ah, no, wait, that's a twig. Here it is! Al, I found the key!
Let's go.
Al, please tell me we're headed
Still
for the
got the
nearest
cutout.
"You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest.
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. You just need to find it.
Look out! God damn it, Al, talk to me!
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way! Man, what a drop! And don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Ah! Al! There's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Woo! Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from
Good
New
out is
York
fine.
City before, huh?
We're coming up here.
You're gonna have
Is
to
the bit where
find
I'm
your
gonna have to
way
cut
around to the farm,
the
Al.
audio
I'll
off.
be waiting!
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al! I'm not staying here! It's suicide! I'm going to the farm! I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Let's see if I can see the spot. Are you not jumping in a call to sing the song for us, Chrissy? Let's see. Actually, what do I have in my inventory? Nothing. Just making sure I didn't have any flares or anything like that. Just make sure there's nothing exciting behind. Light goes out. So I vaguely remember this segment of the level. I get that thing just to fly in this direction. We can get it to be burnt off in the light. Is that a thermos I see? Why do I sort of think the barrels will be to get up? Yeah. Those collectibles, yay. Get back that way. What is out of breath? It's not technically which way the radar is pointing, but I can't help myself but explore. Nothing down here. Right, let's carry on. Pressing that dodge button. Actually, what's our health's alright, actually. Doing too bad. We'll get wiped out. Get a torch around here somewhere.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
Close enough. Power lines. I think all the light given off by these pages, you could just wave the pages in people's faces.
I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate.
There we go. Well, that bulb lasted a while, didn't it?
could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
So just use the radar to keep us pointing roughly in the right track.
Omega-3 fatty acids are good for your heart.
That was close. Ooh, batteries. Love them. Ah, there's the path. Yeah, it was just perfectly on the nose that time there, wasn't it? Oh, I thought we dodged right into it there. If he's following us, I think he dissolves if we step into the light. I'm going to use this time as well, just to very quickly dab my eye, which is still streaming. Right, where's the next light? Right, I can see it up ahead. Wait a second and then we'll run. Recuperate.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
I think it's... I don't know if it's there. That's the build that we're going to. What we got here? Bigger torch. Back up, back up. There we go. What do we got? Husk. More batteries. Nobody else here at the campsite.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
That would be too easy, Chrissy. Thomas Zane.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
Can I can just disable them. The most obvious bear traps. To that power generator quickly. What's that? Shotgun.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
But it can only hold 2 bullets at a time. And you know they're going to attack in groups of 3. There'll be 2 small ones and 1 big one each time. Just waiting for that little like slow motion bit to start, and then that funny like bit of like violin to play when the enemies appear. There it goes. Then I'm normally alone. Says this way. Shouldn't really waste flares knowing what's coming on. Banging at your door or banging at his door? Quick reload. Ooh, okay. All our ammo and we have no health. Right, what was that there? Is there likely to be somebody asleep maybe in the in next door? Are you able like to shout over the fence maybe to the back of the house maybe in case whoever at the front can't hear them?
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Let's see, we have no ammo. Guess there's going to be a cutscene here.
Hello? Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Ah! Please! Ah! What are you? No! Don't! I'm sorry! Ah! Ah!
Just keep getting those collectibles.
The front door was locked.
Are they away to bed early night, are they?
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie where the best friend's suddenly the bad guy who wrote this crap anyway.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who will help me. I'll make it happen.
Anything else to investigate in here before we go downstairs? We should be downstairs the next bit.
Let me guess. Danny, huh? The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
A quick rummage around. I just can't help myself. Oh, seen that over there. It just keeps reminding me of Firewatch. I will do another session of Firewatch. Because I really want to know what that other line of dialogue would be. It's just been bugging me for like, what, 5 months? Hang on a second, because here goes my eye again. There we go.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
Oh, has this one worked itself to the top of your list for the on the games, has it? I just can't stop myself, can I, with these collectibles? As I've said, like in every stream that we've done of this, I do highly recommend, once we finish the game, read the novel. Look, we'll go up there. Must be some collectibles up here. We haven't had one episode of Night Springs yet. My head is putting it in a barn on this level. I don't know, it was a long time ago. What year did this game come out again? Was it like 10-ish maybe? Maybe it's 9, because it was last year when they had all the copyright expiry things, wasn't it?
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The Sheriff's Department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible she's been injured in a car accident. If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give him a hand, all right? This is Pat Maine on KBF FM, hoping you're all safe and warm tonight.
Right, let's quickly run out before I play some copyrighted music. Down the hill. Let's just get to the car. Back up. Might have to change cars. Oh, the camera's going really weird. Yep, nice and convenient. And they left the keys in it for us. Some ammo. Yeah, it's like when you have like little tiny bushes in some games, and they can like stop a truck moving at 100 miles an hour, stop them like dead in their tracks. Let's borrow this car this time. This one I think has some bigger lights. Let's try not to trash this one though, eh? Oh, the handling on these things. Absolutely all over the place. Probably collectibles dotted around on this field, but we'll just crack on for now. Oh, can we not drive through that? That broken fence is really solidly constructed. Let's just have a little zoom around. What we'll do is we will park the car because we're going to get out of it facing down the road. Just in case we're attacked, we can kind of like, if the lights stay on, we can... No, they don't. Because if the lights stay on, we can use it. Right, let's... Is that got... Yeah, it is fully loaded. It just looks on the display at the top there like it's not. Into the light. Right, coming up in a moment. I'm sure coming up in a moment anyway. Because that looks like the concert stand. So we have to temporarily mute the game. But don't worry, Chris is going to come and sing a song for us. Sing his horse's song. Any other batteries? Nope.
Stay away from my door!
Suppose we could get these power-ups and then... I know you've left all the horse ones now, haven't you? Oh, I see a thermos.
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
See.
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
There we go, just in case. Unfortunately, it is playing. So it's classed as a sound effect, which is what I was concerned it would be. Come on, burn the light off. Shame, because it kind of spoils, because this is like a fun part. Oh, not good. We're almost out of health. Come on, burn the light off, insert the battery. Well, that's the whole point of the sort of thing, isn't it? It's like defending the. Oop. Holding them back with the light off the of all the fireworks and the pyrotechnics and what have you going off. Come on, burn the darkness off him. Ooh. Oh, quick. Dissolve them. Get back, get back, get back. Oh. There we go, bonus fireworks. And an axe. Oh, no, we did his happy dance instead of the pickup button. Oh, it's flashbangs. I thought I had flares. Okay. come on, come on. Give me the light. At least the flares are burning some of the darkness off them. Let's pick up all them. Oh, there's more over here as well. Oh, there's a bigger torch as well. I'll have that. I'd have seen that at the beginning of the fight. Come on, reload.
That was awesome!
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
Just reload. Alright, anything else? Just make sure I'm picking up anything that we don't that we might need. But yeah, that was had to be that bit there because you know that YouTube, probably that first like 2 seconds before I muted it in the cutscene. Oh look, most important thing survived.
See, bestseller, no reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time. We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
So I'm guessing that's the button to get in. How do we get in? Ladders.
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
Ooh, I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
There we go.
Wow! You look at that thing, Al? They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they? Look at all this stuff. They must have done okay for themselves. So how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
Let's pick up the ammunition before we watch tonight's installment of Night Springs.
Sleep. We all spend a third of our dreams in its soft embrace, somewhere between fantasy and oblivion.
Remember when I got you that gig?
But
Your
dreams
first
have a way
real
of
writing
forcing
job. What got you
themselves into
started?
waking life,
Was this one of
or
your
vice
episodes?
versa. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. A long line of people.
Hey, Jones, right? Listen, we're gonna have to wait until His Highness over there is good and ready.
Oh, wow. Who's that?
You don't know him? What are you, new? He's the guy dreaming us. Well, not just us. He dreams everything. All of this.
But wait, no. I'm the one who's dreaming. I'm asleep. Isn't this my dream?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Get real, pal. You're just another dream. I'm a dream. You're a dream. The weirdo in the diving suit is a dream. And the girl made of smiles and sunshine is definitely a dream.
But I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming this.
Well, maybe you're a really confused dream. What am I, a shrink? All I know is I'm going with the smart guys, and they say that's the guy doing the dreaming. Right there.
I don't know what that means.
It means we keep him happy. No sudden falls. We make sure he has his clothes on when he goes out in public. No chases where the monster is nipping at his heels and he runs like crazy, but his legs don't seem to get him anywhere. None of that. Because if he wakes up in a cold sweat...
Oh...
Yeah, precisely. So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm.
Hey, something's happening here.
Yeah? What's that?
What? Can't you hear that?
Oh, God help us, it's an alarm clock. Oh, it's you, isn't it? Please, man, I got a wife and kids. Please don't wake.
It was this week's Night Springs. Let's see what else we got here. I'm just going to switch back to the pistol. Oh, I think that's everything for now. How do we get... Oh, how do we get up there? There's a ramp just here. I'm going to use that ship, if I remember rightly, as a battering ram.
The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
Two dates. I know the concert that we were going to got postponed till next year, but will it be postponed again after that is the question.
Good going, Al!
Oh, we're already maxed out on batteries. This is a much better torch. Oh, that reminds me, I'm still looking for the car charger for my TM26. I don't know if it's a transformer that's broken or if it's something wrong with the actual torch itself. That's an amazingly bright torch. Tiny little compact thing in your hands, but you can light up entire valleys with it.
Planting of crops is hard work.
That's one of them fast builders.
I think we can make it through here, Al!
Only better off hitting one of these guys with the flares. Oh, did it let you down when you needed the torch? So I got it years and years ago. The TM26 one. 4 like super bright LEDs. 3,500 lumen. So I usually carry it as part of my photography equipment, because I've actually used it as a studio light before as well. I rigged a diffuser to the front of it because it was easier to carry that than what it was to carry like big studio lights when I was doing some of the shoots. Fall back, fall back. Shotgun. Whatever this weapon is. Reload that for a second. Just waiting for the torch to recharge rather than use a battery. There we go. Oh, there's Barry over there. How did he manage to get past all this? Why can't we just climb over the fence? Why are we going to go through every single building?
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single. Be careful, Al!
Up another floor.
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
Tea break.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff. Which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too.
Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but...
Definitely, Pat.
Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton. Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who ought to know better, Kids are doing fine this year.
Well, that's nice to hear at least. Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat.
Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
Going up the stairs. Oh, we've already got maximum batteries.
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
Oh, I think we have to fight this combine.
You've got to be kidding me.
Simulator. Extreme. Happy downs. Anything else? I don't think there is. Let's go and open this gate for Barry. Let's see, how many manuscripts have we managed to pick up? Oh, wrong chapter. We missed quite a few on this level.
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Yeah, it's me. Hang on.
Hey, let's go, man. I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al. It looks pretty heavy. Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
Valhalla.
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this thing.
Will gods know the truth? Crazy people on the crazy farm. Yep. I assume this is going to be the end of the level. I know it's the end of the chapter in the book. Because I remember this bit here where the nod off drinking the Anderson's moonshine. That's the word I was trying to think of, moonshine. And it'll also be the point where I have to be quick on my fingers to mute the game audio.
The lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box.
Masks must be be some pages lying around here as well. So the radar indicates, it's quite a cool album cover, that, isn't it? Oh, a little mini stage.
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
Because that'll be the what triggers the cutscene. Making sure we collect everything downstairs before I go upstairs and trigger the fuses. Of course, Barry couldn't have nipped upstairs and turned the fuses on. That would have been too easy. Got to keep a firm flask of tea next to the toilet, you know, just in case it's a long sitting.
You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch. Come on, Al, let's get the lights on, huh?
Yeah, I don't think they keep too close an eye on them at the clinic. They seem to slip away a lot so they can get wasted.
No kidding. Those guys sound awesome.
Emergency tea, yep. I like that. Being rockers, look at the bed sheets they've chose. Oh.
Can you hear that, Al?
Mute. So they're talking about the Lady of the Light because they can't see the subtitles are beneath the beneath my titles. So they're talking about Cynthia Weaver, the person that was saw at the woman that was had the lantern and was telling everyone to change change the lights.
We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Al, lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on. This is... Yeah. What the...
They've got the they've got the cutout there. That's the important thing. It's unfortunate that I can't risk putting any of this cutscene out because the background music is copyrighted throughout the entirety of their conversation. It's too much clout on. See, the music stopped now. I think this is just them napping though. You think that YouTube's algorithm should really have the common sense that if we've declared it a game, to say, alright, this is the soundtrack that's within that game, it's probably going to be heard in the background.
Damn it.
Oh, got control away again. I thought that was the end of the level.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming. It was a crazy, drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off. I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crashed car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. Beyond this lost memory, there was nothing. I had to follow the footsteps of my past self to find out what had happened that night. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
This weird sort of
The
like
dark
camera.
presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You'll laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
Alice?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her.
Ah!
Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobweb she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
There we go, and I cut the music again before it played properly. So that's the conclusion of episode 4. Oh, I can't even tab out in a minute, can I? Well, I might as well skip this bit because it's just the music playing. Oh, and of course, this is the recap for next time. So that's where we'll be next time. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly exit the game. Well, we're going to exit the game anyway because we're going to go and see who we can go and harass for a couple of minutes so that you can get your bonus eggs. Confirm quit, yes. Right, now where is... I tell you what, I don't need leave link open. I won't close that for a minute. We will then turn off the Alan Wake screen resolution. Put it back to normal. Actually, you know what? What I'll do is I'll quickly put on screen because I can jack it up in Word, whereas I can't in Notepad. There we go, that looks big enough. So I'll slowly scroll this down so that it can be replayed later on. But this is the song that plays at the end and the one that I kept on having to mute out. But it is important because it contains story elements. So I want to scroll down there. So that's the main part is sort of like here, I suppose, as well. Find the Lady of the Night that's gone mad with the night, which is the one that we saw. Well, met her a couple of times because we met her in the police station because she was flicking the lights on and off to test how to make sure they were still working. Because of course she has the next key, so that you can, as I said, you can. He's writing the story, sort of thing, so that you can reshape your destiny. Surprisingly. Yeah, this is the story so far. So it came down late to call out to his dear, but yeah, nothing there. Search for his treasure, but nope. That's just a bit that we'll just witness there technically in the cutscene. And there, so you bring her back with stories that he create. Let's see. Then back again, yep, find the Lady of the Light, which is what we'll be doing, I would imagine, in the next episode. I'm trying to remember, is in the next episode, is this a bit with the dam or the town, or were they both in the same level? I just can't remember. We'll find out next Saturday. But I will post a link on the Discord to this actual song so you can actually listen to it properly. But I'll just scroll down it there so you can read it if you want to the bit that we missed out on. Anyway, let's get rid of that. Oh, if I can just move my mouse across there. No, I don't want to save it. Don't even want to save this file. Right, let's see. Twitch. Who can we go and harass for a couple of minutes? Raid channel. Oh, you've only got a choice of one. Oh no, it says stream ending. So, oh, there's no point. Because that'll be finished by the time that we actually click through ours. So, unfortunately, nowhere for you to get your bonus eggs today, unfortunately. So, I hope you enjoyed that there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day.